beautiful it does, bro. You will see. Now look where N1 is. Do you see what I'm saying? Another pass, done. That is the football that you want to play. Bro, this is what I do, man. Obviously, Tots Foot Champs Premier League has just passed. How much wins did you boys get? I do have a formation that I was trying out now. It is going to be the 4-2-2-2. I was using the 4-4-2/2, obviously 2 CDMs, because essentially so much people cut back that you need to have the CDMs. Now, as you can see, I felt like the 4-2-2 was more compact. You could actually have more of width alongside players compressing inside compared to just the 4-4-2. Where sometimes you don't really have that midfield, you know, I'd say central midfielders. So at least with the cams, they sometimes come in, they go out, etc, etc. So let's get into it. MMOXP, we all know, is the greatest website right now for coins. Team of the season is here. Get acquainted with my code META. That's code META for the best meta cards. Team of the season is near. Not just 8% off, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. For instance, if you purchase 30 million coins, you get an additional 4.5 million coins. So they have a added bonus when purchasing coins. That's why MMOXP is the GOATs. Now, if you also check their page out, they do have giveaways. So go check the description out right now. Yes, get it. Do check out the pinned comment for the, obviously, code. We're going to jump into the actual tactics, and I will try and play a game if I see fit, but yeah, that is obviously going to be the code. We're going to go edit tactic, and I'm going to showcase this 4-2-2 formation. Now, the main thing I think with this formation that I actually included was so important, by the way, is a 4-2-2 short passing build-up style. Now, why I use the short passing is because the players are generally compact that you can at least do those 1-2s, kind of like the 4-1-2/2, where you have players, you know, coming through for the ball, going out wide, etc. But do bear in mind, sometimes players do go out of position a lot when using short passing. You just have to know where they're going, though, if that makes sense. So like, for instance, if I'm using Coleman, right, at CDM, I don't want to really let him go up because he's going to be the holding CDM. So I'd rather use Hasegawa, that's the deep line, to kind of trigger those runs. So holding LB, L1 in PlayStation and letting her run at least going up a little bit up the field while doing those 1-2s, you know. But majority of the time, though, what I like to do is have one CDM that's a little bit taller, so someone like a Coleman, and then obviously one short CDM that can transition the ball and actually play in that midfield slot a little bit more, you could say, freely, you know, like a roaming type of card. But yeah, we obviously have high defensive approach now. I've seen a couple of people still use 90 plus, even though it's been nerfed apparently, obviously post patch. But I do feel like high approach is still good. Just don't have it too high, because yeah, then you just see stamina depletion. You see a lot of those factors, and in my personal opinion, I feel like the 70 is a good balance, especially with this formation. Having the 2 CDMs, you know, can be a little bit stagnant, so having the high press at least counters that a bit. And yeah, overall though, I do think, for me personally, if you don't really know how to defend that well, then I'd probably say lower to 50. Or just use your CDMs to defend and don't touch your backline. Literally, that's about it. But yeah, short passing for me is ideal because I like the way they just transition with the 1-2 passes. I'll show you in the game what I'm trying to say. But yeah, short passing is nice. If you don't really effort it too much, you can actually go balanced, and you can obviously do the build-up style yourself, which I feel like is a little bit stagnant, especially the 4-2-2, very defensive formation. So especially if you have the fullbacks that defend, it's going to be a little bit tough to build up style, you know, unbalanced, but completely up to you, man. At the end of the day, you do your own build up style, but I like the short passing because it just triggers their positioning so much nicer with the 1-2s. But yeah, as you can see now, the 4-2-2, goalkeeper defend, completely up to you. I like to have my goalkeeper, you know, rush out. I like to rush him out myself instead of the AI doing it. So that's why I have him on defend instead of balanced. But I do think a lot of people play balanced. They just rely on the AI movement. So yeah, for now, I feel like defend for me works because it's my preference, if that makes sense. 2 center backs is always on defender, defend, and always, boys, by the way, please have this as a priority. Always have defender plus. What this does is basically it allows for the defender to just be in position all the time and kind of have the AI like maxed, if that makes sense. So yeah, I have 2 center backs on defender plus, and you'll actually notice a difference if you have the defender plus and defender plus. Yeah, just trust me. Definitely a good thing right there. And then also fullbacks, this one you can play around. It doesn't really matter that much. Fullback plus does allow for positioning to be even more heightened with the focus. So like with Bronze and obviously Baltimore being at the fullback defend focus, they defend so well in terms of staying back, you know, being in that like green pattern of just being always in that position and not going up the field too much. So personally speaking, one thing I would say though is having two small fullbacks can be a little bit of a alarming issue, because yeah, sometimes, man, when it comes to crosses, when it comes to, you know, getting shrugged off, bro, especially with the wingers now, especially the team of the seasons, bro, yeah, you need to have at least one big-bodied, I'd say, fullback. Someone like a Cap de Via on the left. Someone that's smaller on the right wouldn't be too bad. But Bronze is not too short. I think she's like 5'7", 5'8". So she's not too short. She's a decent right back. I do like my fullbacks more smaller on that scale, because I like to transition with them sometimes, even though they do have the defend. I like to just turn with the players, especially with the game being so heavy. Yeah, having big fullbacks just doesn't work, man. Look at Baltimore, which wasn't too bad this week, and I actually got 11 wins in champs. I was using the 4-4-2/2, but then I obviously used the 4-2-2 after, and she still did well with the fullback defend. I think with the previous one I had on balanced, obviously she used to be an attacker as well, so she obviously has that instincts, you know, to run up the field, be a naturally, you know, attacking type of player. But yeah, as I said, for the two CDMs, you want someone that's a little bit taller, you know, to shrug players off the ball. And Coleman actually did pretty decent, bro. Ronald Coleman as the holding plus did very nicely as well from the time I was using him, because he has the holding plus. Now, not the best card under the sun. Scored me a few free kicks as well to win the games, bro. Man was acting like Rice, bro. You know, in quarterfinals. But yeah, nice card for sure. Not too bad. But I definitely think someone like a Ruud Gullit, of course, would do well in this position. And then obviously alongside someone like a Vitinha, someone like a Xavi, you know, that can play that position. Can intercept, but majority of the time can also move left, right, and even forward, bro. Because as you can see with Coleman, left, right, forward, backwards as well, and stays that CDM spot where Hasegawa actually goes up a bit, you see. So that's why I trigger some runs with the right CDM. Let's move over to the two cams. Now, as I said, compared to the 4-4-2/2, and the 4-2-2, the cams actually obviously cut inside very nicely, so they can also go a little bit centrally and kind of collect and kind of move forward centrally as well as out wide, which is a nice balance, I feel like. So having someone like Nwaneri with the quick step plus, you know, that's why the playstyles always come into play. Nwaneri, bro, insane card. I still use his icon, what is it, future stars that they gave to us, you know, to grind. He is still so good, bro, because he has the 5-star skills, left-footed dribbler as well. Just amazing skills and stuff, bro. And shadow striker, because this man is that guy. Now he can literally play cam, right wing, right mid. So I felt like him, obviously having actually very nice maneuvering patterns with the skill moves. I felt like shadow striker was the best role for him. Rogers, I'll be real, I didn't really like Rogers that much, bro. Yeah, if you have someone that's a little bit, I wouldn't even really say tall, bro. Just have someone like a Ribéry, someone like a very nice small card like a Zola is much better, because yeah, someone that's lanky, bro, sometimes they act as wingers, yes, but to cut inside and stuff, bro, it's a little bit too lanks for me, man. And as you can see with the roaming, you need to have them at roaming, because they will act as the central cam / lamb / even sometimes ram. So sometimes there is a little bit of a gap on the left side, but I feel like it's a nice addition to the team, because he's kind of as a roaming like player. He can go wherever, you know, free roaming card. So yeah, I think I'm probably going to take Morgan Rogers out. He's not really good in this position. I feel like someone like that's more swift, you know, like a Xavi even, for instance, would be ideal here. Probably a Putellas, you get what I'm saying. Two strikers, of course, is advanced forward striker plus. Yeah, attack. Come on, bro. Ronaldo and Thierry Henry. GG's, bro. Let me just say GG's. I would say maybe have someone that's smaller and then someone that's taller, like a Thierry Henry alongside like a Eusebio would be so good. Maybe a Mia Hamm and Mia Hamm and Thierry Henry, Mia Hamm and Ronaldo. You boys know the deal. Doesn't really matter. Completely up to you, personal preference. But yeah, Thierry Henry and Ronaldo, bro, absolutely cooked it up. Let's jump in the game. I'll showcase this formation. Let's go. By the way, boys, we're seeing the GTA 6 trailer, second trailer right there, man. Insane stuff. That game, bro, it's gonna feed nations, man, but it's taking so damn long to come out, bro. But let me show you guys this formation now, and we should be fine. So as you can see, I obviously, Ronaldo. Okay, driven, unlucky. I triggered the LB passing. It just does so nicely, man, when it comes to attack. Like, it kind of like acts as like a counter, bro. Like very fast counter, you could say. Oh my word, beautiful stuff from Nwaneri. I triggered that bicycle kick, bro. But yeah, Thierry Henry, beautiful stuff with the advanced forward plus. At the end of the day, man, you just want to use cards that essentially is just demons, bro, in the game. That just have the position, like look at that with the advanced forward, obviously having the shrugging elements as well. Oh, I tried a green time, that unlucky. Beautiful stuff from Hayasagawa. Obviously being that cleanup character, we're gonna trigger one run, trigger 1-1 again. Oh, I don't know what I did there with the attack, that's my bad. I kind of played around with my meal. Okay, beautiful stuff from Coleman to intercept. But I'll show you right now with the triggering of runs, how beautiful it does, bro. You will see now. Look where Nwaneri is. Do you see what I'm saying? Another pass, done. That is the football that you want to play with this formation. Just quick passes, especially it being like very compact and kind of like a zigzag type of vibe. So like CDM to cam, cam to striker. Do you get what I'm saying? See it like that. Beautiful stuff again. Triggering the run. I see him up there. Oh my word, that is just beautiful football. Bro, this is what got me 11 wins. Especially when the gameplay is beautiful like this. Done, bro. 3 goals in 17 minutes. This guy's gone, man. Beautiful stuff from Coleman. I mean, do you see what I'm trying to say? Like, having someone that's just a little bit lank. Like, look, in another interception. Just a little bit taller, you know, that does his roles. At this point, like, with the game, I'm noticing, like, it doesn't really matter too much about stats. It's more about roles and playstyles. I mean, you could literally have, like, Sergio Busquets, bro, or Rodri's gold card. As long as he has good roles and, like, playstyle pluses, he can be situated in a team like this. Beautiful stuff from Coleman. Yet again, we're going to trigger that run. Unfortunately, we don't do anything. But look, notice where the Lamb and Ram are. They're just situated, like, in the midfield because, obviously, that's another goal. Come on, this guy's gone, though. GG's. Oh my days, how are we not scoring that, bro? Short passing, man. And from what I'm noticing, the short passing triggers the LB very quickly. Like in terms of the way they position, the way they pass. It just, for some reason with the short passing, it acts as a much better contributor to passing. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. Bros, I kid you not, I actually stopped playing because this guy, he didn't quit, but he was still playing, bro, which is insane. Fair enough to this guy for having the courage to still play, bro. The dignity. Let's just say that, bro, because that's insane. 11-1. I think I'm like in Div 2, I think Div 1. That is incredible, but yeah. Tell me if you're going to use this formation. I mean, hey. Obviously, this guy wasn't like a... I mean, you could say he was... Nah, I wouldn't say he's a decent player. Unfortunately, not that good. But hey, GG's to this guy, though, for still playing. But overall, though, 4-2-2, I will say, is the best formation right now, in my opinion, alongside maybe 4-2-1-3 still. So, yeah. Tell me if you're going to use the formation. I will catch you boys in the next one, man. Peace.